Right, hey, good evening everybody and welcome to Monday night at SimRace South Africa. It's the simLEGENDS series, round 5, Division 1 tonight of the 2021.2 season. My name's Alan Patterson and I'm going to be bringing you coverage of the 2 heats this evening. We're in Europe, far north, Bikernieki. It's the oval version. As you can hear the cars hooting and going berserk behind me. And we have just finished practice and we're about to start official qualifying. So we'll get into that shortly. Let's look at what's happening as far as the conditions for this evening's race. 9 a.m. in the morning, it's 26 degrees Celsius, as you can see, so it's a super warm day considering where we are. Road temperature 25 degrees, lightly cloudy, perfect racing conditions, 0 wind. Guys in the minis are going to have an absolute blast. The track map, my updated version. This doesn't include the long version. It's known as the oval, although it's not an oval as you can see, but it's a super small, tight, sub 50-second lap. So we should see a whole lot of action here tonight as we see them pouring out in the back. Point standings to date. Philip Minnow, Red Crowcump, Rainier Leach, Dirk Brunt and Waldo Swiggers round out your top 5. With the rest of the field in close proximity. Points, as you can see, are super close. So, yeah, let's see what happens this evening. Right, they're out. They're going. I'm not sure who's first on the track. We shall find out sooner or later. This is the little crossover section where they feed back towards the start-finish line. And there we go. Pretty much a lap done and dusted. Just trying to get an idea of who might be in the front there. It's not Philip. I think it's Nick. Right, so Nick's first man on the track. He should theoretically put up the first quick flying lap. Let's see how he handles this. This is the first of the official flyers. This corner is super tricky. There you can see some guys running a bit deep. This one they can handle. And over the start finish line, let's see what Nick does. There we go, he's in. And he's already second because Sean Bingham's just gone past him. So 49.4, a fast lap. Nick, a 49.6. And the rest of the field, here they come. So, you want to see what this is all about? Here's an in-car video, kindly sponsored by Nick, our resident alien. And we'll watch what a fast lap looks like.
Alright, good evening everybody and welcome to the penultimate round, round 5 here at SimRace SA for the 2021.2 Legends series. We are at Bikernieki and the very short circuit. And what we're going to do is do a quick flying lap here, and you want to get a really good run through the last corner of this right-hander. You want to make sure you're carrying as much speed and getting good acceleration as we go over the start-finish line to start our flying lap. So here we go. First corner is absolutely flat out. I keep it nice and narrow here to shorten the circuit as much as possible, and then braking in a straight line towards the outside of the corner and finally turning in second gear. You want to make sure to use those good fresh tires to help you get an excellent run out of turn 2 and down this what is effectively a very long straight. Just clip the inside, don't touch the rumble strip there, but do clip the inside all the way out to the left, and then braking just after that little right kink, and keep as tight as you can to that wall, get on the power early, and then once again flinging the car through this last corner. Don't clip the inside curb more than I did there. It will throw you off and you will lose time, and across the line we go for a 49.038.
There we go. Thanks very much, Nick, for that insightful video. Cruising round and doing low 49s. And as usual, I'd like to take this opportunity to say how's it to everybody on the YouTube channel. Yeah, Bus, how are you, buddy? Evan B's there and Vimpy. Vimpy obviously there shouting for the brewery cars. Sus is there, but he's he's not driving. He's there. He's somewhere. Don't know where he is. He didn't want to join me this evening, but enjoyed the stream. I am pushing it tonight. This is you can run this stream in super high res, all the way up to 1440. I'm pushing something like 13 megs a second here, so enjoy it. This should be providing an awesome looking live stream. Right, Nick Hodgson, a 49.0 on the dot, literally almost sub 49s in fact. Philip Minnar, well, I think it's 400s if that. Ross Bartle in third place, 1/10. Sean Bingham 2.5 tenths. Peter Geldenhuis, nice to see him for the sim racing crew, up into 5th place, 3 tenths. Hardest Boyce, he's here, half a second back. Waldo Swiggers, great looking time there. Brett Crocombe, 6 tenths. Renier Leach, the quickest, as I can hear the hooters as they're going past. I dig it. Dirk Brunt, 6 tenths. James Leach, 7 tenths. Paul Steeg, 7 tenths. Francois Erasmus, Stefan Herbst, all 7 tenths, and then James Leach Senior 1 second back. So first to 14th are within a second of each other. Super close. Good evening, Ryan. Thanks for joining us, sir. Right, just under 3.5 minutes to go. See, we have our resident spammers again on the YouTube channels. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Just ignore that rubbish. Sure, minis are drafting under practice here, and Philip Minnar, who had a good go, they kind of, well, maybe that was the end of his lap. Ross Bartle, here he is. First, second and third are within a 10th of each other. That's how close it is. And apparently Ross only downloaded the track like a day ago, so what you don't know is he stayed up all night and he's put in 2,000 laps. Okay, that's not true. I'm just joking, but you never know. Rian van der Westhuizen down in 17th place. Sean Hodge rounds out the grid tonight. 18 cars. We are missing well, I think it's 2 drivers actually. So unfortunate. Stefan Herbst in the pits, and Bjorn Buchner is out there in the Gunston Mini. And as I say that, Dirk Brunt, he moves up. I think there's a few livery issues again, but nothing too serious. There's Peter Geldenhuis, and Peter Geldenhuis is slightly up on his delta, so let's see if he improves. He has been bumped down from 5th down to 7th by Waldo and Brett Crocombe or Sean Binger. But this, oh, and he has lost a bit of time there as he comes over the line. So 1.5 minutes to go. Remember, tonight we've got 2 heats. Should provide some awesome racing. So don't go anywhere. Nick Hodgson still in the at the sharp end of the stick. 49.093. James Leach goes back to the pits. Trying to find some people on some early deltas and trying to improve. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Bjorn, I saw him there. Oh, Bjorn, catch it. And he does. Where is he? Okay, he sorted it. We lost him on camera, but he caught it. Love this view. It's a slightly off-center, kind of passenger view. Looking at the driver and his controls, the dials. Doesn't get much better than this. Cleopas, you're getting are you getting harassed by the bot? Oh, Bjorn Buchner far too wide there. Need to break a tad bit earlier, sir. That's quite funny. Oh, Ryan, stop attacking our visitors, please. Oh, and there we go. That's one of the Grumpy Monkey minis ending that that practice session. And Bjorn coming down the he's coming down the pits in between everyone. So all good fun. Right, overtime's here. I'm going to take us for a fast ad break and we'll be back shortly. Right, any new members or visitors on the YouTube channel and you might be interested in what you're looking at, come over to our website www.simracesa.co.za and have a look and see. We run a couple of different series on the the older version of Assetto Corsa, including the Legends series. We run touring cars, the F3 single-seaters, and then we also run Assetto Corsa Competizione with our GT3 league. So lots of racing if you're interested in joining. We are 30 seconds away from go. And this is on this is the camera version we've got. Yep, flash your lights, people. You can hear me, flash your lights. Oh, there we go. It looks like Nick Hodgson can hear me loud and clear. And a lot of smoke coming out those minis. I'd say those rings are absolutely shot. 4, 5, 6 red lights. We're ready to go. Get ready. And here they come. Flat sticks. 20 Mini Cooper S's coming straight towards us here at Bikernieki. Next clear. I'm going to watch just behind him. It's Philip and Ross. There you can see there's a whole gang of Grumpy Monkey cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and that one at the back is all over the place. and having a coming together with, I think, Rainier Leach, in fact. Sean Bingham also here in the mix. Philip Minnow is the thorn amongst the roses right now. He's the odd one out. And here they come through down the back straight. Oh, Rainier cutting some grass around the final turn over the start finish line, and we're good to go for lap 1. Pretty much the whole field's through. Who is that? Let's go there. I'm sure that's Rainier. It's not Rainier. Oh, they right back here. They 3 abreast with Peter Gelderhuis into T2. Going around the corner, there we go. And we jump up a little bit ahead. Red Crowcump is in 5th place. So yeah, it could have been Rainier. He's the leading Leach Racing. Oh dear, and one. Oh no, who's that? That's Ross. It is Ross. Ross decided to try and go the long way round. He's made a whole hash of this, and that puts Ross Bartle almost at the back of the grid. And now we're going to see a dryback coming from him right here. So Ross got that all completely messed up, and dryback, here we come. So Philip Minnow up into 2nd place. Sean Bingham in 3rd with Brett Crowcump in 4th. Yo, it's all going on. 2 20-minute heats this evening, so we should see some awesome racing. And this is kind of Nick Hodgson's home territory. He does own one of these, as I think possibly so does Waldo, possibly. So, and these are real racing drivers as well. They've got a little bit more insight, I would hesitate to guess, and go out on a limb and say. But make no mistake, everyone else is certainly trying, and Philip is certainly keeping Nick honest here in 2nd place. But right now it's 1, 3, and 4 for the Grumpy Monkey crew. Rainier Leach is 2nd best of the rest. Here he comes with his crew right behind him. Dirk Brunt's there and Waldo Swiggers. But I think, I don't know, not sure if Dirk joined that team or if there's just a livery issue there. Bronzo Erasmus and Waldo Swiggers having a huge dice. Here they come. Waldo Swiggers on the inside. And Cole Steeg's also here. He goes past Francois Erasmus. And there's Cole Steeg just behind him. And behind him is Peter Gelderhuis for the sim racing crew in the pink and yellow, the brightly coloured Mini. Oh, Cole Steeg here into T2 goes super wide. That allows James Leach right up the inside of him. Doesn't. That is Peter Gelderhuis who's ahead of him first. James Leach is all over the back of Mr. Gelderhuis. Let's go and watch this. James Leach coming up the outside into, what is this, turn 3. Brakes sufficiently, and through they come onto the start finish line. And I thought one of the cars are going into the pits, but no, he's just trying to break a toe. That Waldo on the outside, hanging on. Oh dear, and super contact as he comes back on the track into the side of Dirk Brunt. I think you can't say that's commentator's curse, although it kind of happened as I collected him with the camera. We'll go and watch that quickly. They come down the straight. I did see Waldo next to Dirk. There they come round. T1 is on the outside, gets a little bit in the sand, comes back in, and there's contact. 2 cars into the wall. Ish. Never mind, boys. Keep going. Right, Peter Gelderhuis. And look here, he's now closing in on the back of Cole Steeg. Yeah, Cleopas, that makes a bit of a difference seeing a resident alien make a mistake that large. Right, do we have a change here? James Leach. He's up the inside of Peter Geldenhuis. No, he's not. It's Peter Geldenhuis and Cole Steeg. I'm sorry. Get my facts straight here. Cole Steeg hanging on. Peter Geldenhuis breaking through T3, and he's got James Leach behind him. Oh, and that looks like Francois Erasmus, who was very wide on the exit of T4. And there in the background looks like Ross Bartle attacking Stefan Herbst. And here we've got two side by side. It's still Peter Geldenhuis on the outside, trying to make a plan work here with Cole. And then, oh, now they're almost all three of them together. Watch this. Cole Steeg trying to shake them off. He's got James Leach behind him. He's got Peter Geldenhuis on the inside. This is getting very hairy. Into T3 they come. Cole hanging on, and here comes Ross to join the party. Oh, wow. That was Franz Erasmus actually hitting that curb so hard. Cole Steeg getting a great drive out of that last corner, and Peter Geldenhuis is now languishing as James Leach arrives. All different lines coming through T2 there. Ross getting the best of the drive. Gonna just go on board a little bit with Ross. Here we are looking forward to James Leach. Oh, James running defensive. Ross going outside. Hard on the brakes. Peter Geldenhuis is getting it crossed up. Wow, Ross has gone right around the outside of James Leach. You see the headlights on in the mirrors. And Peter Geldenhuis has passed Cole Steeg. So, positions chopping and changing. Yeah. 12 minutes. The guys have been going for 8 minutes already. Right, Ross looking up ahead. Next, oh, Peter Geldenhuis running super wide there. And that's compromised his exit completely. Here comes Cole Steeg. Cole Steeg's going past. I'm staying here because this is pretty action-packed. Nothing much going on anywhere else on the track. Oh, they're three abreast. Ross Bartle sending it after licking it up the inside. Can't make that stick. Compromised his line. Cole Steeg took the normal racing line, went back past Ross. And Peter Geldenhuis he comes out of that last. However, James Leach goes past Peter Geldenhuis on the grass. Ross trying to make a very tight line into T2. Oh, and Cole just outbrakes himself, runs out of talent, and Ross does a send up the inside. Done and dusted, back up into 7th place. Hey, Devin Bono, good evening. Okay, I'm sure that'll be Ross checking out. I'm going to stay with Cole Steeg here because he's about to come under some Peter Geldenhuis pressure. Everyone else pretty big spaced out gaps already, but this lot are certainly dicing, and it's worth hanging around here. Just further back there I see Stefan Herbst and James Leach as well. And then even further back, Ardis Boyce and James Leach Sr. having a good go. Yeah, they are. Look at this. Through T1, flat sticks, hard on the brakes into T2. Trying not to bounce too much off the curbs. Mr. Leach Sr. knows exactly how to do that, and he's off and running. However, this is not over yet. Ross putting some daylight between him and Cole Steeg, but Peter Geldenhuis is right here. And, oh dear, who is that? That is that Dirk Brunt? Going to see somebody dropping down the timing screen shortly. Oh, and he's coming into the pits. No, he's not. I think that was Dirk Brunt. Oh no, there we have another bit of contact as we're watching him. Very fast recovery there from Bikernieki, but he's also gone backwards. Let's have a look at the replay on that one quickly. I was looking at the timing screens, trying to wait for somebody to drop back here. So here we can see it's Cold Steeg. Bikernieki right behind him. Peter heads to the outside, going around the outside. Cole drifts a little bit. Oh yes, there's a little bit of argy-bargy from the right to the left there, and but they kind of get themselves sorted. And I think James Leach is right behind them. Yeah, there's James. So behind James Leach, it's James Leach Senior and Hardest Boyce, and it was Dirk Brandt who lost control of his car. Right, back to Bikernieki. And now he's got Stefan Herbst in the red mini showing a lot of interest. Yeah, I think red mist is descending. Not that it does with Bikernieki, but he's got his head down and he's driving to try and close in. 8 minutes to go. Bjorn Buchner and Hardest Boyce are swapping positions down for 16th and 17th. Boring race for our leader, Nick Hodson. Here he is. Oh dear. Passing some back markers. That's, I think, Hardest Boyce at the back. But Nick, all in his... Oh dear, that red mini in the background. Wow. Oh, he's gone back to the pits. That was Hardest Boyce. Okay, not too sure what was going on there, but he hammered the wall. So, Nick over the start finish line, starting lap 16. Philip Minnaar over for second place. He's 2.2 seconds back. Sean Bingham 4.4 seconds back, and Brett Crocump right behind Sean Bingham and showing a whole lot of interest. So here we're going to have some interesting team fighting going on. Brett Crocump's got the lights on, and he's saying, here I am. Watch out. Sean Bingham's sweating. Right. Into T3 they come. Nice and neat through there. Oh, not so neat for Rainier Leach. Did he hold on to that? Oh, that's not Rainier Leach. That was not Hardest. It was Rian van der Westhuizen who was having a huge moment back there. He's also in one of the Leach Breweries, OC Breweries liveries. Not too sure if he's meant to be, but running very odd lines, just trying to keep out of everyone else's way. Right, here we go. Oh, Bingham, position change. Here they are side by side. The monkeys, they're going at each other. Brett Crocump goes back again. He's on the outside. You're hard on the brakes. Great line again through there. Just under 6 minutes to go. Brett Crocump ahead of Mr. Bingham, who is going to try and hang on to that. Francois Erasmus and Rainier Leach. Oh dear, there's a hole coming together here at T2. And Francois Erasmus falls back quite badly. Here he comes right at the back of this bunch. He is in 7th. And up ahead goes Rainier Leach. Oh my word, that was head on into that tyre barrier for Rainier Leach. That Mini's engine is sitting, oh my word. There's just been a whole lot of drama going on. And he's into a teammate's car. Gee whiz. Rainier Leach, he's hit pretty much 4 cars just trying to get there. Although he was in the racing line there. I must say that was just terrible luck. But Bikernieki hit him. Wow, a whole lot of cars hit him. Oh, that was flat out at 100 and whatever to 0. Replay. Oh, we just catch it. Oh, he's hammered that into the barriers. Starts it up, reverses back, gets hit again. Gee whiz, bad luck there. Gee, that was huge. Okay, what's going on? That has completely confused the timing screens. And look here, James Leach Sr., he's gone all the way up into 9th place. Yeah, Cleopas, exactly. I don't know what the I don't know what the damage settings are, but geez, that engine will be where that man's feet and legs and knees were. And that would have pushed him into the back seat. That Mini's a super compact Mini now, but it's still going. Wow, that was a bad place to crash. Right, Sean Bingham, he's 3/10 off the back here of Brett Crocomp. He's not giving up. And with traffic all around them, this is not over yet. Sean Bingham on board with our helmet cam. And he's looking up ahead at Brett Crocomp. Oh, wow, takes a very different line here into T2. Leaves his braking a little late and almost makes contact. Has to take avoiding action. Yeah, we'll kind of see that barrier that Renier hit shortly. As they come through this little chicane section here, they bounce out a little bit here to the left, hit the grass. Here it is, bang, and you hit that tire there. So that was super bad luck for Renier. Right, 2.5 minutes to go, and looking and scanning, Waldo Swigger's having a good dice again. Here he is, he's looking up ahead at Dirk Brunt. They're on lap 21, I beg your pardon, starting 22 now. As these two come through T3, crossover back to T4 and onto the start-finish line. Stefan Herbst just up ahead of them in the red car. Then Dirk Brunt, then Waldo, and we've got Sean Hards and Bjorn Buchner swapping positions down in 15th and 16th. Peter Keltner unfortunately down in 13th, wondering what happened to his race. As Waldo's looking, closing in on Dirk Brunt. Sean Bingham. Oh, Bjorn Buchner going deep there through T2. You can see him. He's just behind those. There he comes. Just trying to keep out of everyone's way. Is doing well in Div1, but very off the pace. Hardest Boyce has retired. He's gone to pits. I don't know. That looked quite hectic, that accident earlier. Rian van der Westhuizen, he's hanging in there for 17th, and Bjorn for 16th, so not at the back. Right, 1 minute left. Where is Nick? Here he is. He's just gone over the start-finish line. He should be able to get round for one more lap. Unless he's going to lift and slow down, but I doubt it. Philip Minnar still there, 2.7 seconds back. Let's see if Nick, I think Nick's going to go for it. He's going to go and put another lap on. Currently lap 24, so, oh, Nick sliding through there. Great little four-wheel drift. And he's going over the line. This will be the final lap, I'm sure. James Leach. Stefan Herbst. Sure, they're all close. Dirk Brunt and Waldo Swiggers there in the background. You can see them. Here comes Nick. Looking very comfortable out there in the Cooper. Philip Minnaar hanging on. James Leach and Cole Steeg swapping positions for 7th and 8th. And Nick comes over the line, and he will in fact take this the first heat. Done and dusted. 26 laps. Great drive by Nick. 2nd place to Philip. There he comes. Flying Gypsies. 3rd place. Here comes Brett Crocump. 4th, it's Sean Bingham. 5th is Ross Bartle. Great recovery after his drama in the early part of the race. 6th, Francois is in the pits. 7th, James Leach. Here he comes. And 8th, James Leach Sr. doing very well. 9th is Stefan Herbst in the red car. 10th, Dirk Brunt, and Waldo Swiggers comes over for 11th. And there comes Peter Geldenhuis for 12th place, with Renier Leach, who hit the tyre barrier head on, coming over in 13th. Right, there we go. I need to go and find another server, so I'm going to put another ad on, and we'll be back with you shortly. Right, we're back with you. A little bit of a confusion, and I couldn't find the server I needed to be on. Just a reminder, if anybody's interested, come have a look and see. We're at www.simracesa.co.za. Come find out what this is all about, sim racing, what's needed to race. Join up, join our Discord channels, ask all the questions you need to ask, and get all the answers. And hopefully we'll see you on the track. Hilton's Gaming, good evening, welcome. Yeah, Cleopas, was good race. Bit of dramas, but it's all good to have dramas in these races, so good fun nonetheless. And hope you're enjoying the stream this evening. Always trying to improve here at SimRace South Africa, and managed to get my fiber settings all up and running as best as possible, and also solved a weird little broadcasting tool problem that we had. Don't know what it was, to be honest, but I've seemed to have resolved it, and transmitting at super high res. You can bump up your you can click on the gear and bump up your quality if you want. Go up to 1440. It's super clear, and the stream should look perfect. So enjoy while we just wait for these guys to get ready to start. One thing you'll notice watching Nick in the car, he's super smooth. There's nothing erratic going on here. There's no panic or any kind of aggressive behaviors going on. It's a smooth, controlled action that's going on, whether he's gearing, turning, whatever. Give yourself time to do what you've got to do. Use your logic with regards to the racing lines. As long as you hit your braking mark in the right place, the car will slow down sufficiently. You'll retard all the speed you need to, and you'll get around the corner. Nick currently a 49.2 in this unofficial practice. We did see him go 49.0. Right, everyone should have connected by now. So let's take another 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll get started. Yeah, Cleopas, it's true. He's very chilled and just looks like he's having fun out there. And as I say, he does know this. He does own one. I've also been seriously in the market to try and get a little Mini, but to no avail at the moment, or I'm just doing it for the wrong reason, so not committing yet. Right, there we go. You're looking at the SimRace SA pace car. It is an Audi Quattro. On board here with Francois Erasmus. Yeah, you missed it, Hilton. We start fresh here. 8 o'clock I started the stream, and you must have literally walked in at the end of race 1, buddy. Sorry, man. This is race 2. Right, here we go. 10 minutes of quali. And out they go, and Bjorn Buchner's he's decided enough is enough. He's taken the Gunston Mini out first, and off he goes to hold pole position for about a tenth of a second. Go Bjorn, do it, buddy, do it. Yeah, no worries, Hilton's gaming. Let's rather be happy about hectic work and work in general, actually, considering the really weird and strange year and a bit we've had. Who is behind Bjorn? Is it Brett? It is Brett. I think Brett is going to be pushing like heck now because he's also on a hot lap. And Bjorn being where he is, it's just going to be a moving chicane for Brett, so he's not going to get it. Nick might get the best out of the three of them. Nick is in third place there, and just behind Nick, I think it's Francois Erasmus. Yeah, there he comes in the little orange and white car. No, yes, no. Not too sure now what's going on. That's James Leach in that Mini. So I don't think he went and selected the his works color scheme, to be honest. And over the line we come. And quickest man, it's Bjorn, and then it was Brett Crowcump, and then it was Nick Hodgson. James Leach coming over in second quickest. Yeah, he forgot to go and select his skin. So James up into second. Dirk Brunt also in one of the defaults. So a lot of the guys are forgetting about this 2 heat. You've also got to go and select your correct skin for heat number 2. Eddie Gelderhuis, as we can see, he's out there in the default SRAC car. And Waldo, and here comes this little red Mini. Where is this Mini going? Oh, and that Mini's flying through the air. Was that Rian? No, it wasn't. Was it Franz Erasmus? Wasn't Sean Hards. Who was that? Was it Hardis? Oh dear. Hardis has turned into a helicopter on his roof here. Ish. At least he got... Hardis. Yeah, at least you got back to pits, buddy. That was an awesome crash. He seems to be having a technical issue here for sure, because the steering's not working. Now he's just stopping for our cameras. You're going to wave, you're going to hoot. Flash your lights. Oh, there's a problem with this little car. Nick Hudson comes back out the pits. So some technical issues happening there for Hardis, I think. Oh, he's going. Here he comes. So he's fixed whatever the problem was. But you know, he was on a very odd line along that grass verge and then hit that grass and was flying. It was an Evel Knievel stunt, and managed to turn that Mini into a 4x4 on its roof. But here we go. He's now started a lap and he's up on his delta, so everything's looking good. 5.5 minutes left of this quali for heat number 2. Philip Minnow in the meantime does a 49.1. So Philip is now 4/10ths quicker, 400ths quicker than Nick. So Philip pushing the Flying Gypsies Mini up onto the front row of the grid in the meantime. Peter Gelderhuis hanging on to a solid third here, and I mean solid. He's only 700ths off. So here we go, Mr. Gelderhuis, and he's hammering that Sim Race Africa Crew Mini through T3. Here's T4. It's not up on his delta, but wow, he's going well. Just up ahead of him, Nick Hodgson, I think, pulls into the pits. No, that was Sean Bingham. Red Crowcump, yeah, he is in 7th. Right, Nick goes up into 2nd. No, he doesn't. Ross Bartle goes quickest. So that puts paid to Philip Minnow's front row, because Nick goes 2nd. So we've got the usual suspects in 1st and 2nd place. Carl Stieg down here in 15th place in his what looks like a laminated vinyl skin with green headlights. Real ugly duckling, but Stieg Autosport all over that car. And Carl currently 2.5, almost 3/10ths up as he pushes through T1, T2 down the long back straight. That involves a couple of flat out chicanes, and on his way to the T3 right-hander. Let's see if he can improve his time. He's 1.5/10ths, give or take, into the braking zone, off the brakes, onto the gas. Oh, and we've got a little car in the it's Sean Hards there, I think. And Carl losing a lot of time through that last turn. In fact, he threw away 1.5/10ths. So he'll have to fix that. Right, Sean Hards back into the pits. Rian van der Westhuizen. And Hardis Boyser goes 11th quicker. So great time for Hardis, who was having a not so happy time a couple of laps back, but he's up there almost into the top 10 and right behind Waldo Swiggers. So we have 14 cars within 16 cars within a second of each other. This is going to be close. Ross 49.021, kind of the same pace as Nick in Heat 1. Stays 49.0. Nick 300ths off that pace, just behind him. There he goes, up the back straights. Got a couple of cars, including Philip Minard, just up ahead of him. So trying to get in the toe of the opposition's car. Philip Minard for Flying Gypsies comes through T3. And I don't think they're close enough, but he's certainly trying. And if he can get in that draft, it'll give him some benefit. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Over the line they go. And Nick stays where he is. Philip Minard ejects back to pits, and there we go. Ross does sub 49. Ross does a 48.977. That is insane, that pace. Right, here's Hardis. And he's pushing. He's trying to get in the top 10. He's on an out lap. This is not a pace lap. So with 1.5 minutes to go. Oh, there's a whole bunch of slow cars just up ahead of him. He's going to hopefully get this off to a quick start now. And he does in fact start a fast lap. It's a super livery for a little Cooper. Red with the white GT stripes and the reverse on the roof. Right, through T1, T2, Hardis goes, and he is going backwards. 3.5 tenths down, so he's not going to improve at this rate. Ross Bartle, he is up. He's just started a lap, and look at that, he's 2.5 tenths up, but then loses it after braking. There's half a tenth. Scary to think at a 48.977. Ross Bartle can find more time on the track. Smooth is fast, guys. Oh, makes he just misses his teammate there. Comes around the last turn and oh dear, punctures the sump, throws oil on the tires, hammers them into the barriers, and that puts paid to that lap. Nick, oh, and there we see Sean Hards just up ahead of him. Sean Hards is like really farming. He's just all, and he goes face first into the tire barriers, and that really puts him back in the pits. Okay, let's try and find out who's still out in a quick lap. Philip Minard. No, he doesn't go any quicker. Dirk Brunt. Oh, Dirk Brunt outbrakes himself, and he goes into a wall, and then the pits. Here's Francois Erasmus. And he is 1/10 down. Now 2/10, so he's not going quicker. Renier's quick. Well, did he get over the line in time? He must have. Right, Renier, pedal. He's right on his delta, as you can see in the bottom of the screen. And we'll see if he's going to improve this time. Okay, no, he didn't. He didn't make it. So there we go. Ross Bartle, from Nick Hodson, from Philip Minard, from Peter Geldenhuis. So good to see that we've got a Grumpy Monkey on the front row of the grid, both sides. Then we've got Flying Gypsies, Philip Minard, and we've got the Sim Race Africa crew, Peter Geldenhuis, in 4th place on the 2nd row. And then the next Grumpy Monkey car down in 5th in the 3rd row. With Brett Crowcump one back, it was Dirk Brunt's next to Sean Binger. So, cool. Should see some dicing going on. It's going to be between Ross and Nick here, unless they have it coming together. But I think that's the absolute worst that can happen. Teammates allowed to race, you're just not allowed to make contact. They are on the grid. This camera. It was supposed to be that one. There we go. Looking from Sean Hards. Looking up ahead. 19 minis. Hello, boys. Hooting. Lots of smoke coming out here. Radioactive, this little one. There's Rian van der Besthuizen. Carl Stieg might be called at hooting. I'm not sure. Stefan Herbst in the red car. Bjorn Buchner doing well, up in 14th. Here we go, we got lights. Here we go, let's get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. Lights are out and we go. There's it. Green lights, we're off. Lots of smoke, lots of wheel spin, and here they come. Grumpy Monkey, front row. It's Ross and it's Nick. Peter Geldenhuis getting a good pull on the second row with Philip Minnaar. There they are, still side by side. So the whole field pretty much side by side. Philip Minnaar going just up ahead of Peter Geldenhuis. And that's Dirk Brunt, who's right in the mix there with Peter Geldenhuis in the white and orange mini. And he's in fact gone past. But look at the Grumpy Monkey guys coming towards us here, side by side. Nick Hodson on the outside. Ross got the inside, so he's going to have a poor line through there. He does. Nick is up the inside now. What's going on here? Oh, they're giving each other room, but they're racing, and Philip Minnaar's right there. Philip Minnaar's attacking. Here we go. Look at this. Philip Minnaar. Oh, he almost got sandwiched between the two Grumpy Monkey cars. He's going to take a different line through here while they race each other. Now he's trying to send it and lick it and do everything else up the inside. Hangs on to the brakes. The Grumpy Monkey cars still side by side. They've literally done an entire lap next to each other. Ugh. I get my breath back. And here they come again. And Philip Minnaar trying to get a huge draft off the back of, I think, Nick Hodgson's on the outside. Oh, here they come. Flat sticks hard on the brakes into T3. And again, that one car, that Grumpy... Okay, that car gets... finally, they fall back in line. And it's Nick Hodgson in the lead, I do believe. Oh, and there in the background, Dirk Brunt and James Leach and everybody else. Oh, it's not over. It's certainly not over. Philip Minnaar's doing another send up the inside. And he's there. Oh, no, what is that? Is that Ross again? It is. Ross drops back 5 positions because he completely missed his braking point, or missed a gear, or both. And so that puts Philip up into second place. Dirk Brunt boxing hard here, and he's up into third place. There he goes. Peter Geldenhuis and Ross Bartel again. Oh, a little bit of contact, but Peter Geldenhuis is saying, no, buddy, I'm here. He hangs on, and Peter Geldenhuis goes through in the pink car. Oh, they're almost side by side. Oh, in the background, far background, I can see a Mini jumping around there. Right, Peter Geldenhuis, let's watch what goes on here through T1, T2. Ross again up the inside. Peter brakes early. He's going to try and cut back up the inside. He does. Got his foot down, but so is Ross. And they come towards us again side by side. Peter getting a good drive out of T2. And he's going to have the inside for T3. Ross has got nothing on him there. So some clever racing by Mr. Geldenhuis. Ross has to fall in behind him. And Nick has got super pressure all over the back of him from Philip Minnaar with Dirk Brunt. Oh, look at this. Dirk Brunt now. We're going to stay with Dirk. Dirk Brunt gets a huge drive, drives right past Nick and goes into the lead. Nick sends it back up the inside. They're side by side. Philip's almost up the inside. Nick outbrakes himself and Philip goes up the inside. Wow, what a race. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Dirk Brunt, Nick Hudson and Philip Minnaar. Door handle to door handle. Mirror's a long time gone. Dirk Brunt holds on to that position through the braking of T3. Now T4. Nick's following him in suit. Ooh, this is super close. And they go up against the pit wall. The draft is trying to work for all of them. Peter Geldenhuys in 4th with Ross Barkley in 5th. It's a train of minis, 1 to 5. Now they spread out into the braking zone. Flat sticks through T1. Philip looking to try and do a duck up the inside into T2. Dirk holding position. Nick can't do anything there. And Philip's right next to Nick as they come. Yeah, this is awesome racing. Here comes Mr. Geldenhuys. He's going, wait a minute, I want Inya, move over. And Ross is sitting at the back. He's watching this happen. This is going to end in tears. Mark my words. Philip sends it up the inside. Nick goes right around the outside. Peter Geldenhuys is arriving. So is Ross. And this is giving Dirk Brunt the chance to break away and go. And he has. That's left Nick with Philip and Peter Geldenhuys. And they're dropping Ross Bartle. But Sean Bingham is now also arriving on the back of that battle. Oh, Peter Geldenhuys, hold on to it. Under braking, gets a bit squirrely. Manages to catch it all. Jeez, this is a good race for first place. I'm sticking with these guys. Sorry for the rest of the field tonight. The dice is right here at the moment. Dirk Brunt doing it. Philip Minnaar settling down into 3rd place. Peter Geldenhuys driving the wheels off that Sim Race Africa Crew Mini. It seems like all of a sudden he's found a whole bunch of pace. Oh, in the background we've got a Mini hammering into the wall there. Oh, I think that was James Leach. It was James Leach. Look at this train of cars. Oh dear, Peter Geldenhuys outbrakes himself a bit. That allows Ross Bartle to start closing in. Let's go and look at Renier Leach and company. These three, he's with his brother. That's James Leach on the inside. Renier on the outside with Carl Steeg also here. Hardus in 10th place. Bit of a lonely drive for him here in the second mini, looking up ahead at Stefan Herbst, also in a red mini. So Hardus trying hard. Waldo Swiggers all on his own down here in 14th place. Back up to the lead. Dirk Brunt. Wow, he's under pressure. Nick's here. Phillips here. They run far deep to the left-hand border through T2. Braking point is live there. Now hard turn to T2 to the right-hand side. Try and get as much momentum as they can down the straight. Dirk is going and Nick is following. Dirk's going to run defensive. He's going to stay on the inside. Or Nick goes around the outside or tries to. He is on the outside. He hits the grass. He's gone wide. And he did well to hammer the brakes there, but that's given a chance for Philip as there's a slow marker right here. Oh, they're coming past. I think it's James Leach Sr. Does well just to keep out of the way. Right. That's 8 minutes gone. I can't believe the pace that these guys are going at. Dirk Brunt now with Philip Minnaar in 2nd place. Nick in 3rd and Peter Hodson still there. Peter Geldenhuys, I beg your pardon. Running wide, there's looks like Sean Bingham, and I tell you what, Ross Barkley is just going backwards. So Ross is actually looks like he's almost given up in this race. Here we go down to T3. Dirk Brunt driving like he has never driven before, and doing everything he needs to do. Oh, Philip Minnaar's close. Philip Minnaar's up the side here. Nick is also here. They're side by side. Dirk having the inside line. Nick trying to send it up the inside. He can't squeeze it in there. Dirk leaves his braking as late as possible. Philip's going around the outside. Nick is up the inside. Philip gets a good drive, and right now Philip's in the lead. Oh, look at this. There's 4 cars. They're side by side. Oh, Dirk is not going to let this just happen. He tries to hang on to his position through T3. Little bit of argy-bargy going on. Philip sorts it out. Here they come through T4. Philip does have the lead. Dirk drops in behind him. And Peter Gelderhuys. He's right there. Now, look, Dirk is trying to come up the inside. Philip's closing that gap. Nick going down the outside with Gelderhuys behind him. Oh, what's going on? Philip runs wide there. Dirk manages to turn in sharper. He's got Nick on the inside now. Nick's got the draft behind Philip Minnar, so Dirk Brunt is... now Dirk's got the draft. Dirk is on the inside of Nick. There's nothing Nick can do at the moment. Jeez, these guys are driving well. What an awesome spectacle this has been. Nick goes right around the outside. Does he hang on? Never mind, he's gone past Dirk. Philip Minnar through final turn, and he's got Nick showing a bunch of interest now. Yeah, they come up the start-finish line again. It's just a train of cars. This is awesome racing for the Legends series. Can't get much closer than this. Right, now it's Philip's turn. Philip Minnar, sharp, tight turn through T2 to stay on the inside. Dirk comes up behind him. Nick runs the Foster line around the outside and is right in the toe of... oh, he's not. Dirk has actually gone right up the inside of Nick. And Peter Gelderhuys is also coming up the inside. Nick goes to the outside. Dirk Brunt sliding through T3. No contact made, but he manages to hold on. Nick's just trying to avoid everyone at this moment in time. And Dirk catches that four-wheel drift, and onwards they go over the start-finish line. They are starting lap 14. 12 minutes gone. Jesus, good racing. Here comes Peter Gelderhuys now. He goes around the outside of Dirk Brunt. Braking into T2. He locks up his inside front right. Nick is down in fourth at this moment in time. But here comes Sean Bingham and Brett Crow come to join this. This is soon going to be a 6-car affair. Philip Minnar getting some daylight now. Oh, Nick turns in. Dirk Brunt turns in. Everyone trusts everyone else. And Philip's gapping it. He is starting to put 1.5 seconds gap. Peter bouncing off the curbs, Peter Gelderhuys. That's allowed Sean Bingham to close in on him. Right, Nick sends it up the outside this time. Dirk Brunt going to hold the inside line. Nick prefers this line through T2. Takes a long roundabout turn, then turns it in, gets on the accelerator quick. And now he's trying to get up the inside of Dirk. Here already, Dirk's running defensive, you can see. So Nick has to abort that plan. Oh, this is awesome driving. Gonna just go into cockpit with Nick. Oh, Dirk Brunt bouncing off the curbs there. He's had to do a defensive line down to T1. Nick follows him past the start-finish line. Now spins out. He's out on the outside as they come through T1 flat out. Into the braking zone now. Don't tighten up. Hoping Dirk runs wide. He does. Nick undercuts him and Nick gets a great drive. And Nick has now got the inside coming down the back straight. Nothing Dirk could do about that. That was just clever driving. And bit of a mosquito flying around here. Anyway, there we go. Philip Minnar up into second. Dirk Brunt third. Peter Gelderhuys fourth. Sean Bingham 5th, Brett Crowcomb 7th, and further back some cars bouncing over the grid, over the curbs. Look at this, we've got Waldo Swiggers and Carl Stieg next to each other. I mean, these two, wow. There's also going to be some hectic racing going on here. They're side by side as they go over the start-finish line. Oh dear. Welder catches that. Cole's on the inside, a little bit of contact. Welder does super well to catch that. And on they go. Goldsteak moves up into position. Renier Leach and James Leach swapping positions. Here they are. James Leach on the outside in the little white and orange car. And Renier goes up the inside in the OC Brewery's liveried car. And what do I see just up ahead there? It's Hardest, boys. Go Hardest. There he is, all on his own. And ahead of him, Francois Erasmus and Stefan Herbst having a good dice. Okay, let's go back to Peter Geldenhuis and Dirk Brandt, because this is definitely not over with 5 minutes to go. Peter Geldenhuis holding on to 4th place. Dirk Brandt is starting to leg it a little bit. Gaps now being created. Philip Minard to Nick, 1.7 seconds. And there in the back, behind Brett Krokkamp, is Ross Bartle. So that rounds out all the Grumpy Monkey cars, all of them in the top 7. Yeah, total and complete team domination right here. And I think it's going to be a while until another team comes along and topples them, because frankly speaking, there aren't any other big enough teams to tackle these guys. Goldsteak and Waldo Swigger swapping positions. We'll leave the leaders for the moment. Ross Bartle attacking his teammate Brett Krokkamp. Brett watching in his mirrors, but Ross is right there and busy trying to make up positions. Waldo Swiggers and Carl, here they are. These guys are having fun. Ross Bartle does in fact go past Brett Krokkamp and up into 6th place. Goldsteak, here we are on board. He's going up the middle of the track, and he's got Waldo on his outside. Again, here they go, side by side, full on racing with these two. They are just out there to have fun. And they are having fun. Renier Leach, let's go and see what's going on. Renier Leach looking at the back of Hardest Boyce. He's super close here. This gap is 2/10. Through T1 they go. Renier trying to bring the car into the inside. Hardest is right where he needs to be. They both brake late. And down the back straight, here they come. We've got 2.5 minutes left of this race already, so both heats are done and dusted. Hope you guys have enjoyed the racing. This race was exceptionally close. I think very, very clean, very competitive driving by everybody. Here's Renier Leach going up the inside. Oh, these guys are all over each other. Renier Leach, then James Leach, then it's Hardest. James Leach Senior here right at the back with Sean Hards, and Sean Hards makes that position. Just behind, it looks like Dyson going on here again. Look at this, Peter Geldenhuis, and he's now got he's got Sean Bingham all over the back of him, but he's closed in on Dirk Brandt as well. So 1 minute 19 seconds to go, and 4th place is not decided yet, I can tell you that right now. Nick trying to close down the gap to Philip Minard, sub 1 second, but Dirk Brunt is feeling the pressure here. He has got this brightly coloured SimRace Africa Crew Mini filling his window, filling his mirrors, and behind him is Sean Bingham also looking to try and come through. Oh dear, Hardest Voice has unfortunately disconnected. He was having some issues somewhere. And that's him out from, he was 19th, I think, or 18th. No, he was earlier than that, but there's the gap, 14th or 15th. Right, yeah, they come around this this T2. I think this will be the final lap, actually. So Bikernieki, and look at the 3 Grumpy Monkey cars at the back. Ross Bartle and Brett Crowcomb. Right, leader starts his final lap. I think that's done, actually. Yeah, that was it. So, Philip Minnaar from Nick Hodson, from Dirk Brunt, top 3, Peter Geldenhuys into the top 4, so doing super well. And great drive by these guys. That was an exceptionally good close race. And now they're just all going to turn into hooligans. Philip Minnaar and Dirk Brunt just killing their poor cars as they come down the straight here. How do you do donuts with a Mini? You reverse. There we go, Peter Geldenhuys. Show them, buddy. Oh, we can't. Cockpit view. The hooligans, all of you. You're a bunch of hooligans. Here comes Bjorn. And they go back to pits. Right, let me go and see if I can find some people to chat to. Right, I should have Nick Hodson here and I should have Philip Minnaar here. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Alan.
Hello.
Was that entertaining? Please tell me that was entertaining. Because if that wasn't entertaining, I don't know what is.
Cheapers. That was the best. Div race 2, that was exceptional. The 4 of you guys, you're all psychopaths. That was incredible. And the gaps that you gave each other. Tell us about how it went.
Yo.
Who's first?
You go first, Philip. I'm still catching my breath.
Philip.
I might have overfueled my car by like 7 kilos.
So you had some ballast. That's what you're saying,
yeah.
Buddy?
No, not really, but
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My setup just felt so weird today, and I had nothing out of the last corner. And Nick would just pelt me out of that corner.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he couldn't. He couldn't, eh? I mean, he would follow you up the start-finish line. You moved up against the pit wall. He'd go out to the left, but by the time you guys are going through T1, there was no more. He didn't get any closer, so I don't know so much about that. I think you were very on par. It was that was exceptionally good driving by everybody involved. Nick, your car?
Oh, big shout out to Dirk Brandt. I mean,
wow.
That was ridiculously good racing from him.
And
wow,
Mr. Geldenhuys just behind you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
at
there.
one stage we were 2 by 2.
You were.
It was madness.
That was insane. Jeez.
I don't know how we found space for each other, but we did, and it was incredible. There was a little bit of door bashing, and it was perfect.
Yeah, but it was clean. Perfect. It was good. I mean,
exactly.
You charged once Philip had got a little bit of a gap. He took the opportunity because Dirk and you were having a huge drama all the way around, and Dirk would run the inside line through T3, and you would go around the outside line. Yet you could still brake. And you guys go around that corner side by side. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was probably the most fun I think I've ever had at SimRace SA. That was, I mean, obviously I would have loved to take a second victory tonight, but that was that was worth its weight in gold.
No, really definitely, it was. Philip, also well done to you for breaking the the back, so to speak, and this grumpy monkey domination. So you did super well there, sir. But yeah, geez, you guys want to take half an hour and go and watch that live stream back? It was literally just the full review for 18 minutes of the 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was, as I say, it was incredible. And guys would take the inside line, the outside line, and the best thing about this track, despite guys saying there's going to be an almighty accident, you can actually run side by side, and if you just give each other a little bit of room, and even though the slipstream is so powerful, the inside line for, I don't know what turns they are, but basically what is effectively the first corner and the third corner.
Yeah.
As long as you're on the inside there, you're going to be able to defend your position pretty well. So yeah, it just makes for some epic racing.
But all of you, even Philip, you were all looking at different lines. You were going wide out into T2 to try and cut into the apex and get a better drive, and then doing something different going through T3. You know, so you were all using your heads to try and work out where you can make an advantage here.
Yeah, I mean there weren't that many opportunities, but as you say, if you took different lines, it did give you a chance somewhere else. So that wide line through T2 is definitely slower if you're trying to hot lap. But when you get the slipstream, suddenly it actually comes into its own, and it means you can get into third gear. So the guy will get ahead of you, then you'll get into third gear, and by the time you actually want the slipstream, you've now caught up.
Yeah.
And you actually get the slipstream where you want it, but then the guy's taken the inside line. And so now you go, well, there's nowhere for me to go, so I'm going to have to try go around the outside.
Yeah.
And just trust that that your racing partner is going to...
Exactly. It was still the respect shown by everybody. No one was out breaking themselves and punting. I mean, Ross did some really odd things tonight, which I don't know if you saw or didn't, but he just had complete brain fades twice tonight. So that made for an interesting spectacle on its own. But Philip, in race one, were you struggling, or was that you as best as you could be?
Yes, I was struggling. I don't know. Those last two corners, just felt off tonight for me.
Okay.
And
so you just didn't have the grip.
That's probably why I did some Tony Hawk skate 3 tricks out of the last corner.
Yeah, there were a couple of cars bouncing off the curbs a little bit. Hardest, I think it was Hardest in the red Mini. I think he had a mechanical failure somewhere. He came down the back straight onto the grass and hit a grass mound that threw the Mini about 30 meters in the air, and then he landed on the track upside down. And I've got that on the stream. Go and have a look. He had a technical issue there. But besides that, those were laughing about my thumbnail about Minis on the grass, and that's pretty much what it looked like for some of the other guys further back. Waldo and Carl were having awesome battles all the way around.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad guys were finding dices all over the field, because I tell you what, I'm glad Philip also had an off day, because I had absolutely nothing left in the tank in that first race. Sure. I was on it every lap. Awesome. I was so concentrating so hard.
Well, good show, both of you. Well done. Congrats, all the rest. It was exceptionally good fun to watch. I'm a little hoarse because I was chirping, but do yourselves a favor, go and watch that. It was extremely entertaining.
Oh, without a doubt I will. Thank you so much for streaming, Alan. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I hope everybody enjoyed. Join SimRace SA. Look at the fun you can have.
There you go. Thanks for an awesome evening, gents. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Right, so there we go, ladies and gents. Yeah, I can't top that off any more than what we just saw. That was some really, really good racing. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks for coming onto the YouTube channel and joining me. Peter Keltnace, I'll see you there. That was awesome drive, buddy. Very good stuff. Eopus, thanks for coming online and the support. Hilton's Gaming, well done. Thank you for being there. Sus was there. Devin Barnard. Ryan Hill was there. Thanks, guys. It was grand to have a little bit of discussions and chats. I hope you enjoyed the stream as well, and we'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks' time. So from me, Alan Patterson, I'm saying good night and goodbye.